Now, let me show you the key of A. I don't typically, even though I have an A down here, I don't typically play my pentatonic down there because this B note gets in my way. I can play some of it, sometimes I will, but I typically stop here in the key of A. Here's my A minor pentatonic, root 6, expanded. So see how I'm covering that much territory? Then I have an A up here. Basic and expanded. Okay, again, I can use my first and third fingers. So here I've used this much of the neck with my root 5, A minor pentatonic. And here I've used this much of the neck with my root 6, A minor pentatonic. Got another A up here. Now I run out of room. I can't hit that top note, but I can play the top part of my basic form. Okay? So as we get into this series, I have PDFs that will map all of these out, basic, expanded, expanded with triplets. I'm going to put you through different finger exercises. We're going to look at songs that have leads that are in these two keys. And we're going to really go down the rabbit hole until we hit the bottom. And I think there is a bottom. You know, that's when you really start having some freedom. The pentatonics, as you get comfortable with them, don't have to think about them. When I say that there is a bottom to the rabbit hole, I think the learning of these and the mastering of them to the degree that you can use them and start to develop a vocabulary is very attainable in a short amount of time. Really mastering them to where you can play and not think about anything, that really comes down to, you know, mastering your motor skills. So once we've mapped these out, learn them with down picks and with alternating picks, then we're going to begin to look at the different boxes. We're going to begin to develop different rhythms, different licks that can be played from, I'm going to go to the key of E. Look at bends, hammer-ons, pull-offs, vibrato, slides, octaves. Looking at the blue note. We'll look at using our right hand where I'll have you hold a pick and then not use it, but instead use your middle finger when you practice. I'm sorry, I'm in the key of E. I'll have you hold a pick, but I'll have you use your middle finger. And go through all the exercises. Because you'll need, one, you can get a ton of punctuation. Almost everything I play is very simple, but the way in which I play it is really crafted. I'm holding on to each and every note. I'm articulating every single note. So you could learn these scales and play probably every lick that I know in a relatively short amount of time. Playing them with the precision and the articulation I've played the guitar for 35, going on 36 years. Um, and I didn't just, pick it up and play around a little bit. I played 12 to 16 hours every single day. Um, every single day. You couldn't pry this thing out of my hands. Um, when I was growing up, we didn't have a computer yet, and it was right as I graduated high school was cable TV even coming into existence. There were three stations. There was nothing else to do but to play the guitar and to talk on the telephone and hang out with friends. And there wasn't much to do when you hung out with your friends. Um, so uh, the world has shifted a lot. Uh, my schedule, everyone I know, everyone's schedule is extremely busy. So I'm going to be very mindful that when you sit down and practice the guitar, you need to really know what to do, where to place your time and your energy so you're getting the most out of this, okay? So when I tell you to do something, I promise you it's not busy work. And if you can give me 30 minutes a day of real practice, and I mean practice, that's not playing, it's practice, then throw that out the window and go play and have fun. Because if you practice right, it will meet you on the other side. But when you go to play, it's really difficult to think. If you start thinking, you're not going to play and have much fun. So go play and have fun. But when you practice, I want you to be very serious and very focused. Okay? And if you can practice an hour or 2 or 3 hours a day, well, you're going to get 10,000 times in a lot quicker than if you only have 30 minutes. But it's okay. You will see tremendous results out of 30 minutes a day if you're consistent. But don't do 30 minutes once a week and then on a Saturday do 6 hours. One, your fingers are going to get sore. And it's not as effective. Play for 6 hours on Saturday. Try to get in 30 minutes every day. And I'll show you some survival things to do on those days that you just can't. But I want to be careful about that because if you start, she said that on those days that I couldn't practice, I can just do this. I mean, you get out of it what you put into it. It's like anything in life, you really do. So I do think that it requires a tremendous passion to play the guitar. But I know I would have never learned to play this guitar without a teacher. Now, I've had well over 1,000 students. I've seen a handful of students. They didn't need me. They didn't need anybody. They were going to learn how to play that guitar. They came to me playing a guitar. I showed them what I knew and sent them on so they could soak up everything that they could from everyone that taught. There are those students that just, are rare. Because I played a lot, people would say to me, "Oh, you're very talented." Really, I had some talent, I think, but I was very driven and very stubborn and very determined. And that takes whatever talent you have a long way. Okay? So practice is key. And you have to have a love for the instrument. I can't make anyone love the instrument, but it is my job as a teacher to inspire you to want to practice, to show you things that you're going to get a benefit out of. Okay? So that's what this series is set up to be. And I'm very happy that you decided to tune in and see what I had to offer in the world of pentatonics and in the world of guitar. I'm passionate about teaching, and I will do my best to teach you everything that I know and everything that I use. And how I learned it, how I've seen other people learn it for a number of years, and use the experience that I have to, get you this information in ways that hopefully will be very fun, inspirational, and make very good use of your time. Okay? All right. So let's get to work.